Now, when talking about equations of lines, there are two special cases that stand out to us, and those are horizontal and vertical lines, and I'm going to show you how to characterize those algebraically very quickly. Okay, so first let's look at a horizontal line. Here's my grid, and I'm going to get a nice horizontal line going straight across somewhere like that. Okay, now if I think about how I got this line, let's look at its y-intercept. So let's suppose the y-intercept here is 0 in the x direction and a in the y direction. Okay, now since this is just flat across, anytime I go out a certain distance, that y-coordinate is going to be a. Right? If I go out this far, the y-coordinate is still a. And if I go back this far, the y-coordinate is still a. Okay, so every time the y-coordinate is a. So actually, I don't need to write some sort of two-variable equation to characterize this line. I just need to write it as y equals the constant a. And so horizontal lines are always y equals a constant. Okay, now let's look at vertical lines. So here I have a vertical line, and let's say its x-intercept this time is a 0, right? 0 in the x direction, and we'll say this is a in the x direction. Okay, well if I want to find any other point on this line, what do I need to do? The y direction, if I go up that high, I still have to go over a units in the x direction. And it doesn't matter where I am on my number line, on the y-axis, I need to go a units over in the x direction to get to that line. So because of this, I don't need two variables to characterize this line. I can have x equals a constant. X equals a constant characterizes this vertical line. Okay, so if you see examples like this first one, x equals 3, alright, x equals 3, your x is a constant. That means I need to go over 1, 2, 3 in the x direction, and then draw a straight line. There's the line, x equals 3. Remember, x equals a constant is a vertical line. On part B, I have y equals 2, so that means I need to go 1, 2 up in the y direction. Remember, y equals a constant. Remember that y equals a constant gives me a horizontal line. So there's the line y equals 2. And if I want to do the line y equals 0, okay, this means I simply just go up 0 in the y direction. And so this is actually the same, and my picture's not very good, but y equals 0 is the same thing as the x-axis. And similarly, the y-axis is the same as x equals 0. Okay, so these are your two special cases. I hope they make sense. If you have any questions on this, let me know. I'd be glad to help. And thanks for watching.